You're listening to the Boldcasters.
This is Boldcastify, the bold new way to podcast, with your host.
My name's Clay.
My name's Shay.
I'm Justin.
And we are the Boldcasters. This is Season 2, Episode 13. Saturdays are for the bold. Evening, gentlemen.
It's been a week.
It's been a week, yeah. That it has. We'll follow up from previous Boldcasters. To preview, this episode will actually be up before we throw up our special episode 12, which was all about craft beer. We'll be uploading that later this week. Fantastic. We were down at Kickbacks, down in the basement. In the caverns. Fantastic episode. Definitely want to tune into that one. Nothing but craft beer.
Is that
Craft
the best
JAX.
place to get a beer in Jacksonville?
Yes, hands
The
down.
Catacombs?
Oh, absolutely. The catacombs are fantastic.
Just kickbacks in general. It is on Forbes 50 best beer bars in America.
It's so good.
It is definitely one of a kind.
Is it your
You have more
favorite
than
place
200
to kick back and drink a beer?
Dude, it's a great place to get a beer. Not my favorite place to get a beer.
Fair enough. All I'm saying is, if you ever run for public office, this will be used against you as a flip-flopper.
All right. No.
Sometimes
Never.
green room.
Not.
Sometimes green room. When you get that full experience of kickbacks, it's very good.
Yes, when you definitely get the full experience, which is what we had last week.
Can you even get bottle service at green room?
I'm going to say probably not.
Not really. They're not going to bring you a chilled bottle of something that's 7 years old.
It wasn't chilled, but it was old.
It was on
We had to
ice.
chill it.
Yeah, we
put it on
had to
ice.
chill
It
it.
was on ice.
But I mean, what are you expected to do?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Well, let's drop a little knowledge on you that didn't make the cut the last week's show. Justin, if you will.
Ranked by approximate gallons of beer distributed. What's that?
The amount of distributed beers in 2016 of gallons, approximate gallons. All the breweries in the area. Of course, Anheuser-Busch, we're not going to talk about them, but they're number one.
I don't know if...
Bold City Brewery comes in number 2.
Right.
Intuition, number 3.
Yeah.
Veterans United, number 4.
Wow.
Ardwolf, number 5.
Dude,
I'm kind of surprised they're fifth.
And there's a pretty steep difference by about 10,000 between Ardwolf and Veterans United. Green Room at number 6.
No. I'm surprised that Our Wolf is fifth. I thought they'd be lower just because they're a small brewery.
well, we only have so many breweries.
Yeah.
Sure, but they don't distribute in cans. or
No,
in can
kegs,
or
bro.
bottles.
Kegs. Much bigger than a can.
This is
Gallon.
exclusively... I thought this was just beer distributed.
Gallons.
It's
This is
exclusively
all
just kegs.
distribution.
Kegs.
So distribution could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like, the reason Bold
This could be
City's so high on
canning.
the list is
Canning.
they're not only getting out into bars, they're also getting into grocery stores, which is why Intuition's second, because they're the one that's most often also in the grocery stores. And then Veterans United, now that I'm thinking about it, they've got as much shelf space as just about any local brewer.
Yes, I have. They started canning pretty early, too.
So that side of it is huge, which is why I expected Ardwolf to be lower, because they are just getting distributed to other bars. That's pretty much it, you know, like
Pretty much, yeah.
and not very far out. I've seen Pinglehead in St. Augustine. That's the farthest I've ever seen Pinglehead. I don't know if I've seen
Seen them-
Ardwolf outside of Jacksonville.
See them in McClenny.
Well, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I know our wolf is at Chili's.
What?
What Chili's location?
Plum Island.
Okay, well, I guess it's getting out there a little bit.
The one in Orange Park used to have a whole bunch of local taps, and they cut it down to like 1 or 2 maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell, they have like more than half their taps out there in Plum Island are craft.
One time I went out there, and they had one from almost everybody. The next time I went, it was Duke's. Just Duke's.
Yeah, I mean, that's a shame.
A lot of it has to do with bar manager.
This is big income taste or something, or what?
Wherever like the Champions brand rep is.
Pushing out of time?
Yeah.
I assumed it was a corporate thing.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
I was
honestly.
shocked to see any local stuff in Chili's in the first place, because it's Chili's.
It's their bar managers that does that.
And the
Interesting.
crowd. I mean, you go to most Fleming Island places, the tap selection's better.
Yeah, they have taps. They have mellow.
The selection of mellow is really good. You got Brick Oven across the street, which is they've got a pretty decent selection.
Well, they know the crowd they're catering to also. Take that in consideration. Green Room comes in at number 6, which is actually not very far when you look at the comparison in volume. It's neck and neck with Aardwolf. Engine 15 comes in at 7. Ancient City at 8. Pinklehead at 9. And it's a steep drop off between Ancient City Brewing and Pinklehead. Pinklehead is down at 13.7.
Well, yeah.
From 39.9.
Well, this is as of last year, and I know
Yes.
I know some things. Like Ancient City is about to. They already bought some other warehouses in their warehouse complex.
Plus, I don't remember you listing Engine 15 in this list. Were they in there?
Yes, they were number 7.
They're number 7. I feel like they'll probably be up.
Yes, and Engine 15 was they are just trying to get some more capital to move some big freaking tanks downtown. It's all about money, man.
That's everything.
Surprisingly, they're still bottling when everybody's moving to cans.
Really.
Yeah. I am seeing their stuff around town more often now.
I actually prefer bottled beer. I don't know why. I just feel it has a bit more flavor. I don't know if it's just my mind.
Probably mine.
I think it's psychological at this point where it used to be like a thing. Because the way the coating is on cans now.
Also, you have a coating that protects it now.
But before, you did get kind of a metally taste in can stuff.
I mean, only if it's a can sits there for a while or something, then you'll occasionally get that taste. You don't get that taste anymore.
But when you see a can, you're like, oh.
There's still that astigmatism to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm just drinking the world's Colombian coffee. It tastes pretty delightful.
Zeta, Wicked Barley, Bog Brewing, and Southern Swells wrap out the list.
How did Southern Swells get on the list? Were they brewing beer last year?
Apparently, they brewed 2.
Well, I know they brew, but I didn't think they were brewing.
They had 2. They had 2 on the list. Literally, 2.
Nice.
Good for them. I hear they are cranking out some great stuff over there.
Yes, they're doing fantastic work, which we'll be talking more about that. You can catch that on a previous podcast.
We just can't help ourselves. We talk about beer.
We do love beer. I mean, how can you not? But it's amazing the drop off between 8 and 9 from Ancient City to Pinklehead.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but it isn't.
And then
you gotta
again
look at
from
the
Veterans
size.
United to Intuition.
Yeah, you gotta look at the size, though. The size of the
absolutely.
warehouses that like Engine 15 going into downtown, or I should say, loose downtown, past Beaver Street. So, yeah. But at any rate, just the amount of space that they have, they will jump leaps and bounds.
Yeah, they'll be up on the list, and so will Wicked Barley.
And I believe Southern Swells will definitely be going up the list too.
Because you're gonna see Wicked Barley. They're gonna push to get in stores and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And
Yeah.
Atlantic Beach will definitely be making an impact, and they're not even on the list right now.
Ancient City too. I just know by the barreling size,
Yeah.
so they're only producing like 15 barrels a week or whatever.
Right.
Whereas some, like, I think Intuition's pushing like 50.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Pretty daggum impressive.
that's the one I want to export. My beer friends out of the area. Give them what does Jacksonville got going for it? I want to send them a make your own 6-pack of Intuition Aardwolf and Green.
It's a pretty good choice. It's not a bad option. I think we've got some more heavy hitters getting into the party in this year that are going to be really good competition.
Yeah, this year and next year,
Yeah.
we got a lot lined up for beer in Jacksonville.
All right, but be sure to check out episode 12. It will be coming out shortly. It's going to be fantastic. Exclusively all about Craft JAX. How far we've come in 10 years and where we're going. We've got a few more things to catch up on from previous Boldcasters. Going back to the relocation of One Spark to Everbank Field from downtown, they just got a pretty big sponsor. Guidewell Innovation is going to sponsor the technology wing coming up this October.
Okay, was that on here? Oh, there it is. Guidewell Innovation co-sponsor. That
Well,
part I don't
contradict
understand.
yourself.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to upcoming events.
A lot of beer stuff going on.
Yeah,
There
this
is.
weekend, for sure.
Wicked Barley's 1-year anniversary is coming up. Main and 6 have got a beer tasting, so you can get a taste of what 2018 is going to taste like.
That's going to be really good. That's over
Town beer.
Town Beer, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty interested with that one.
Then you have a 2-day food truck takeover at the Academy Sports off Atlantic Boulevard. which is going to be really good. Boldcastify is going to be on the road out there. We're going to be checking out a lot of this. So we're excited. I highly recommend everyone get out there, check this out, go to some of these events. Highly recommend you getting out, checking out these events. This is a Saturday unlike a few others we've had recently. Definitely a lot of opportunities, a lot of things going on. A lot of options. For one day, you can't say there's nothing to do in the city. Saturdays are for the bold in the bold city.
Saturdays are for the bold!
Hell yeah, stupid dumb Jaguars.
That too. If you're a 365 member, you have an opportunity to watch the Jaguars under the lights.
But you have to be a season ticket holder or be friends with somebody that's a season ticket holder.
Or sucks to suck, as Jason would say. Also, there's a rhythm and rye release party at Manifest Distilling and Intuition Ale.
Well,
You know anything about that, Jason?
Yeah, it is going to be. There's going to be a food truck, which slips my name at the moment. So don't fret. You can drink, and you won't go too crazy because there'll be a food truck right outside.
Also, you got Black Sheep as a safety.
Yeah, you got Black Sheep as a safety net.
It's always good.
Yeah, for sure.
And pork rye nachos. Holy moly.
Not a bad
And
deal.
we had another beer release at Ardwolf Saturday.
Wildly packed.
It's a wild packed Saturday.
It's so packed for beer releases. Jason's traveling the whole dang state.
Yeah, aren't you heading down to Alachua County?
Yep, going to Gainesville for one of my first ever Swamp Head beers. Barrel aged Stump Knocker or something like that. I'm not
That
sure.
sounds good.
Sounds
Stuff
right.
not as good as it is.
You have to let us know how it goes. Give us some videos when we put it up.
Sounds like a plan.
Also, Jaguars practice will be from 6 to 9 p.m. with practice starting at 6:30. Also, Atlantic Beach Brewing Sea Glass Saison with Void collab will be from 7 p.m. to 9. Sorry.
Sea glass saison.
Yes,
Sounds elegant.
it does sound very elegant. Void is all over the place. They have got their hands on all kinds of stuff. Multiple collaborations. They've got one I know right now at Southern Swells. They got the one at Atlantic Beach tomorrow night. And of course, I had a collab with Ancient City Brewing on Thursday. So, it's definitely a jam-packed weekend. Looking really good. I'm excited.
Looking like I'm gonna have to take an Uber everywhere.
An Uber from Gainesville to Jacksonville.
That may be a little
Just
steep.
that's gonna put you under.
Well, safety first.
So drink a Gatorade on the drive down to Gainesville.
That would be recommended.
Make sure you're nice and hydrated.
Hydration first. But remember, folks, take an Uber this weekend.
Yes. Shameless plug.
Yes. Or Lyft. You can use Lyft too. Who knows?
Or call your best friend and they'll
Yeah.
pick you up.
Oh, see, there you go.
That's what bros are for.
Yeah, as long as he's sober. Now let's get into some new developments. We have unfortunate, sad news. The Volstead will be officially closing August 21st. The bar announced on Facebook.
At least there is another night that we can go out and have one last cocktail. Really cool bar that I didn't spend enough time there.
Yeah, it is a shame. I definitely want to try to make it down there one more time.
Yeah, it's super cool. Super cool.
Very unique, obviously, as it's named after the Volstead Act, which of course repealed prohibition.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of Kickbacks in the sense that it's commitment to theme.
Yes, it is 100% commitment to theme. It's been around for about 4 years, give or take.
Yep.
But you got
And
about
that
4 weeks
Dos
left.
Santos is like, that's our best drinks, best mixed drinks in town. Like the whole
That and where?
Dos Santos.
Yes, absolutely. 100% agree. But unfortunately, one of the owners has health issues, and they will be relocating to North Carolina, from what we understand.
And they're not selling.
Which is definitely unfortunate, but it was obviously their choice.
Because I feel like that would pick up some traction.
It would. I would imagine they would sell that in a heart. They could make some money on that in a heartbeat. I just don't. I don't know why they don't want to sell. I don't know if it's just a concept they don't want to give up, or in
I
case.
don't know, but it's just another great spot in downtown that we're losing.
Yes.
You know,
Something you
losing
saw-
a Burrow Bar, losing Chomp Chomp,
Yep.
losing Volstead. Those hurt.
It almost feels like everything's being undone. And how long was that vacant for?
Oh,
They were
God,
there. It was there
clear.
vacant forever.
Yeah. I think still above it.
You can say that about a lot of buildings downtown.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and you notice the Burrow Bar is filled with stuff and full of life. And
Yeah, good thing they moved those people out.
raise the rent. Good thing, right?
Yeah.
Had big stuff coming in.
Well, it's a damn shame because Volstead is definitely a hip hopping place. A lot of stuff going on, and it was a very different concept for Jacksonville, which was good to see. But this is not your regular shuttering relocation. It's not a rent issue. It's just a personal issue, unfortunately, and I guess they don't want to part with it.
Yeah, that's how we lost that pizza place at 5 Points too.
Yeah,
They
just getting old.
Yeah, just owners are done with it. It's not that it's not successful enough; it's just not wanting to do it anymore.
True, but at least that pizza place has a replacement in its future, whereas seemingly the Volstead does not.
So we'll hit that up for sure.
We will hit that up and in one of our mini trips and
Hey.
make something of it.
Best Sazerac I've ever had.
It is a pretty good Sazerac over there. We'll move on to something else. Cigar City. Everyone knows and loves. We talked about it in one of our recent podcasts, obviously.
Are you talking about Cigar City Salsa?
Perhaps.
Or are you talking about Cigar City Brewing?
Oh, am I? I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. Or at least that's what Cigar City Brewing leads you to think. Well, Florida's largest craft brewery, Cigar City Brewing, contends that Cigar City Smoked Salsa is trying to capitalize on the highly acclaimed beer maker's status. The CEO, which was the former owner, of course, as everyone knows, Cigar City was acquired by Oscar Blues previously, like a year ago or so.
Maybe that's why they're trying to sue the bejesus out of him.
Yes, and that is the whole thing. Cigar City Brewing is suing Cigar City Smoked Salsa for trademark infringement, alleging that the label used by the salsa maker is very similar to the label that the brewery makes consumers think that the products are coming from the same company.
I thought so the first time I saw it.
Really?
Yeah. I kept scanning over the label to see like a highlight salsa or something. Nothing. But it looks very similar.
Ish.
I think it says it's made in Tampa. Similar fonts.
Not the same, but it's a very similar style. So I could see where they have a moderate case to it.
I think they suffer from the same problem as Jacksonville, where people just name stuff the exact same thing. Like everything's
Bold
Cigar
City.
Yeah, everything's Bold City here, everything's Cigar City there.
I couldn't fathom naming something bold. Yeah,
Everything's
unfortunately.
Mickey Mouse in Orlando.
Yeah, not a lot of innovation up there.
And not the same problem in Miami, but everything's sponsored by Pitbull. So it can get confusing when you're like mixing up events. 'Cause
Right.
He's like omnipresent at all events.
So, what if you have a Pitbull sponsored by Pitbull?
That's like a Inception level stuff.
That is Inception level.
Yeah, I guess. No, it's not an issue to me.
Not an issue to you?
Because I'll never try that salsa.
You never try it? Just for principle?
No, it doesn't get distributed up here in Jacksonville.
No,
so
it does.
Yeah.
we don't sell that at Publix.
Well, you said
They
he's
sell
seen
it-
it.
I think they may sell it at my Publix. I know they sell it at like all the Winn-Dixie's around here.
I know I seen it at the Publix in Roosevelt.
Oh.
So, but
You know,
breaking
and-
news, you can't get it.
And the logo doesn't even look the same. Like I don't understand what they're complaining about. To be honest with you.
Like I said, when I saw it, I thought it was possibly associated with the brewing company. Yeah, I've seen the logo.
Yeah, we were discussing the logo.
I'm gonna run a poll later tonight on the
Are you
Facebook page.
basing it off whether or not it looks exactly like their logo or not? Because it doesn't look like their logo, but it looks like something that they would come up with. It looks like their style of thing.
That's fine. We can run a little Facebook.
Yeah, a little Facebook
That's-
poll.
I'm not saying it looks identical to their logo. I'm saying it looks like
Totally not
something's-
even their same font.
Right. They don't use the same font for everything. They use very different fonts for a lot of different things. The Maduro can looks totally different than the Highlight can. Totally
Fair
different
enough.
from the Invasion. But they got
But
they have
how
a certain
can-
style to their thing. It looks like a Cigar City style thing.
I don't see it. So tonight we're gonna get a collab going here with Justin and Clay, and we'll poll.
Sounds good. We can do that. Definitely, without a doubt. And we'll see what everyone's opinion is on the Cigar City. Moving on to the Amazon Treasure Truck. Amazon Treasure Truck, which it has no real bearing on the county of Duval because it's right now currently in Seattle. But they said we could be in one of the dozens of cities that it could be coming out to. This is why I'm going to tell you. The Amazon Treasure Truck has been around the city of Seattle for about a year. Obviously, it's a test market because that's where Amazon's located. The Treasure Truck has been so far bringing limited quantities of certain items around to customers, going around, just around town, popping up. It has everything from discounted hatchables to...
Discounted hatchables like various birds?
Yeah, little hatch animals or whatever, hatching animals or whatever. The little animal things where the egg hatches.
Is
Yeah.
this a toy?
Yeah, they were really popular last Christmas.
Gotcha. Not actual birds.
No, I'm assuming they're not live birds.
Okay.
That would be
Some
really
of the kids
weird.
sit there, they watch, they hatch, that stuff.
Okay.
Discounted Harry Potter books, Marshawn Lynch jerseys, discounted items all across, which I imagine you would get a discounted Marshawn Lynch jersey. Anyways, discounted Echoes, a lot of discounted stuff, but it would have a wide variety from GoPros to toilet paper. Randomly. So basically, it's an all-in-one shop, all-in-one necessity.
What it sounds like is like a modern day Amway. Because you said an all-in-one shop. That's like what Amway.
But yeah, basically it drives around and it's got everything from turkeys, candy, steaks.
To me, it sounds like
Lays
the
chips.
Swanson's truck. That
Okay,
That's kind of more what it sounds like to me.
But
Sorry.
with like Marshawn Lynch jerseys also.
Yes.
That's
And
really
technology.
weird.
Like a Swanson's truck with technology.
Hey, you want these discounted birds? You want this old Kindle? Yeah,
Here's
got
this
your
really
options.
crappy Kindle. It's been sitting here for a couple of years. There you go.
As compared to the
We don't do anything for it anymore, but you can have it. Apparently it's going over better than they expected in Seattle, so it's off to another dozen cities, and Jacksonville is possibly on the list.
The guerrilla marketing thing works.
If you want to pester them, and this is how you pester them, type in truck, text truck to 24193 repeatedly. That will help cater them to your market.
Just start texting truck over and over.
Yeah, to that number. And that will
Until they block you.
right. And that will basically tell them, hey, we want you down here. We want you down here. And that's how Amazon's trying to figure out where they want to take the truck next. Because they're narrowed it down to 12 cities.
Sounds pretty neat.
It sounds interesting.
I
I just would not recommend that truck driving through
Jacksonville.
on the west side at certain points.
Well, I just wonder. Our city's so spread out too.
Right.
I wonder if it would be better served in like cities like a little
More
cramped.
condensed.
Yeah, a little more packed.
Density. We ain't good at density in Jacksonville.
No.
Yeah. And if it does come here, it'd not be anywhere near where we're at all.
Probably in like the Riversides, San Marco area. I can imagine.
I can see that. I'd be fine with that. And now we go to new business. We'll start with Project Mulan.
Yep. It's mysterious. Don't know much about it. And no idea who the company is. It's big money development stuff. I don't know. I really don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, we don't know too much right now. It's still kind of dark and in the woods. But they do want some money from the city. We do know that much. And if they obviously don't get their money, they said they're going to take their business back up to an unnamed, undisclosed northeast city. But they said they are looking to possibly build a $28.5 million high-rise.
I mean, that's pretty cool and all, but I like to know a little bit more about it. You know.
Just another company wants to build something on the south side is what it looks like.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah. It's like 50 jobs. Like higher paying jobs.
Yeah, it must be. That's what.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if it's obviously higher paying, which is what we're understanding.
Yeah, $28.5 million got to be higher paying for 50 employees. Shoot.
But yeah, it doesn't tickle the pickle like some of the other stuff that we've had running through the city, like the massive Amazon thing. For
No,
example.
the Amazon thing's doing a lot because it covers a number of spectrums of jobs.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
lower
for-
to higher end.
Yeah, if you have entry level.
But just sheer numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just sheer numbers.
Absolutely,
Huge.
numbers too. Yeah. Keeping with new business, Intuition. Obviously, Intuition's doing so much downtown right now. There's the Easy event rides, which is basically little golf carts that go around downtown. You see them down at the stadium, that kind of jazz.
Yeah,
they're partnering with them.
And it's free,
Yep.
but they do like tips.
Yes, tips are very, very much appreciated.
Well, I mean, I like tips. So
Yeah.
everybody likes tips.
But basically,
Is that all the time?
I think it's just for special events.
it's special events, I believe. Yeah, like certain concerts,
Maybe
game
on the
days,
Game
that kind of
Day.
stuff. Yeah, and games at the arena. I want to say certain things at the arena.
Yep.
But they're basically doing that to help the traffic getting from the game back to them.
I think it's also for across the street because I think they don't have a regular crosswalk there.
Well, I don't know. I don't think so, but I know they're partnering with the Easy Ride events because of the fact there's a lack of parking in there in the Doro district, and especially them specifically.
It hasn't been a problem for me whenever I've gone there, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, this
it's
is
going
what
to be a
they're
problem
saying.
for big events.
Right. Then that's what they're talking about mostly. Is a lot of their customers are complaining about for events or the track trying to get back from the stadium over there afterwards, which I can imagine after being at a game all day.
I did that twice
You
last
didn't
year.
feel like you didn't feel it.
I did that twice last year, and it was awesome. And I just took an Uber out of there later.
I can tell you they ain't hurting because I was over there when
Oh no.
just like it wasn't a special shrimp night. It was just a regular shrimp game, and as soon as it was over, the place flooded with folks before they go back home.
Oh, absolutely. Also, the shrimp are decently touch closer.
Oh, they're real close.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more of those games. So
Right.
every time a shrimp game ends, you get people looking to find a drink and maybe some food at the Intuition next door. Basically next door.
That is definitely a really good choice right there.
It's an awesome addition to the sports complex.
They did a great job of finding a great location. All right, well, let's step to a new restaurant. Or should I say new restaurants coming to the town center. There's a few new restaurants coming to the town center we should keep our eyes on. PDQ is opening up a brand new restaurant on the 30th of July. You ever been to the PDQ on Beach?
I've been to the one in Julian Creek.
Timmy's Chicken Shack is what I call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I think TiVo owns a couple of the franchises.
I wonder if he owns this one. I would imagine probably.
I don't know. It's a fancy Zaxby's.
Is that it? I've never been.
Yeah, it's like a souped up with actually, that's all. That's why we don't have it on the west side.
That explains it.
Yeah. It's Zaxby's with money.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'll take my dirty Zaxby's that gave me high blood pressure in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I ain't too fancy for Zaxby's.
It's only my stupidity that I ate it every day.
No, yeah, that's on you.
But
Yeah,
it was great every day.
I'm perfectly fine with Chick-fil-A.
I'm perfectly fine with having Popeyes. Being on a side of town that's got Popeyes.
Yeah.
They ain't got that in Georgia Creek.
No, you ain't got no churches over there either.
No.
Do we even have churches?
Yeah, we do.
You gotta go a little further. But yeah. It's around.
It's around here, don't worry.
It's close enough to get it.
Yeah. Anyways, you have Chewy's coming around here. It's an Austin-based Tex-Mex restaurant that plans to open its first location in Jacksonville.
Yeah, at the town center. Go friggin' figure, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought I read.
So
Red Robin's not on your list, is it? Is that a place that we gotta watch out for?
It is.
It
How'd you know?
already opened.
And it's already open, too.
Come on. Why you open a burger place in the town center?
Why not?
Because M Shack's already there.
I guess.
I wouldn't make it a Red Robin ever in my life.
You wouldn't make a Red Robin?
If I'm driving to the town center and I'm like, oh, I really need a burger, I've got a Ted's there, I've got an M Shack there. I'm either gonna pick one if I want like a nice sit down experience. I'm gonna pick the other one all the time, anyways. I'm gonna pick M Shack almost all the time. Like
But-
80% of the time, I'm gonna pick M Shack, and the other 20%, I'll probably pick Ted's.
But how often have you been to Red Robin?
Once. Bottomless fries don't do a thing for me.
Okay.
Bottomless carbs don't do anything
They don't do a thing for me.
What about craft beer?
Well,
I like that.
They have plenty of it.
Well, yeah, but so does M Shack.
kind of true.
I mean the market is definitely getting a
A little crowded.
It is. I am surprised how many of these, and remember, all these restaurants are going to the town center.
And
You want a fancy burger in like that 1 mile radius.
You can throw a rock and get it.
You got so many.
My thing is, why do you have so many places just going to the town center?
That's where it's
When
at.
we have-
That's where the juice is.
Well, you have so many options around here of just land.
Well,
Go
like
somewhere else.
like Jack's, one of Jack's guys up there in Georgia wanted to opening up a burger place, and
there's potentially another chain, well, not necessarily chain. There's potentially another burger place looking to come into the market. And if they came to the market, they go to the town center. And the place is exact same setup as BurgerFi and M Shack. So
but their price point is a little bit cheaper. Don't know how they got it a little bit cheaper.
That's interesting.
but all the income in that area,
Well, that's the biggest thing.
It's
You have a
it's
point.
coming from the
income
beer.
Does a lot.
I think it's come from the beer sales. That's what's got to go. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to be able to have that many burger places. None of them seem to be hurting.
No, they're always pretty packed.
I know Ted's.
Well, I must say I haven't been to Ted's in a while, but the other ones.
I know
seem to be pretty
Ted's.
well.
Ted's is not really a lunch place, but at dinner time, place is slammed.
Yeah.
yeah, the one in the town center does real good because it is real good.
Remember what it offers too.
I'm not talking bison burgers. I'm not a sucker. Just their regular burgers is one of the best burgers in town.
And their bison burger's pretty good.
The bison burger's good. It is good.
And they give you a little American flag on top of it. But I mean, it's one of those things that I don't think you're never gonna convince people that, oh shoot, this burger is better because
Yeah.
So
Fair
I
enough.
mean, I think it's variety for the masses kind of thing. Because I believe there's 2 new steakhouses coming that are essentially the same thing. One's Texas de Brazil, and one is no.
Who cares? We're getting Texas. You want to see me get hype about a chain?
He's getting hype.
I'm
I
gonna
can see
get
it.
hype about Texas de Brazil.
Well, Texas de Brazil is a chain that's worldwide,
I'm fine with that.
yeah.
so that's on a totally different
Not to be
scale.
mistaken with Pitbull.
I mean, I'm fine with Red Robin because those commercials are pretty dope. It
I've-
doesn't mean I'm going to eat there, but
I've eaten there. The burgers are good.
Burgers are good.
they opened them the 24th.
Yep.
They just have really slimmed hours, as we
Yeah.
found out the other night.
That is true. And Chewy's, one little detail about them on their decor, they have a dog wall, which they frame photos of local pets that come in.
Sounds solid.
It does. Sounds very random.
Sounds like
And they're also getting
pet
their.
lovers.
They're also yes, they do. Also, the area is getting another Starbucks location.
Heard about that.
In the town center.
Yes.
That's only 3 of them. 3 Starbucks locations in like 4 or 5 square blocks.
Yes. It's like 3 or 4.
I
Yeah.
don't care about it, but it's cool.
But the interesting one to me, since I just had it last week on Saturday, they are getting a Cheddar's Scratch kitchen.
Yeah,
That'll be the first one in Northeast Florida, but of course the nearest one in Daytona. It's not a bad
I
one.
went to Daytona. I went to one in Brandon, and it was like if you took the food inside like a Chili's, but it was like real good.
Yeah, I can kind of go with that.
It was like a real good version.
It reminded me of something like it's like I told
it's like
Brandon.
a souped up Chili's.
It's like I told Brandon, which you remember Brandon from the old
If they actually cooked the
Boldcasters College series. It reminded me of what Bennigan's would be if Bennigan's was still around.
Oh, more modernized Bennigan's?
Right.
the food's fresher than Bennigan's, though. It's
Okay.
It's actually made
It's
from
actually-
scratch. That's their thing.
It's actually okay. It's I would say it's on the same level as Carrabba's.
Wow.
The food level, not
pretty good.
Not the same style of food, obviously.
This would only be my second or third time going there, so
I've only been there once, but it was great for a chain.
no
I
qualms
left
with it.
feeling way fat because I ate too much. That's all I remember.
That's on you.
Remember being good and feeling way fat.
And you had a good meal.
Oh yeah. But Texas de Brazil, y'all, that's gonna change it. That's
What's
gonna
up?
change
What
it.
someone got? Obviously, it's Brazilian.
That is
Churrascaria.
it's a Brazilian steakhouse. That's
Right.
That's what it was.
It's a churrascaria. They give you a card.
Red
green
side.
side means you're ready to go. Bring me the meats. Red side, pass on me.
And
Be a little bitch. I can't eat right now. That's
Oh,
what it means.
and it's I want to say the dinner place started like $80.
And gentlemen walk around with swords with cuts of meat just skewered on them, and then you're like, oh, you want this ribeye? Bam, there you go. Pork sirloin? Bam, there you go.
A little inside information
Oh, we have some breaking news.
on this specific place. I've been to one in San Antonio, Texas. It is really good. Just hold off on the chicken, hold off on the pork chops,
Yes.
hold off on
Sucker lips.
on the ribeye, hold up on the New York strip,
Oh, you lost me.
because they gradually bring out the better and better stuff, and then they bring out the fillets, and you're just like, because you're paying $80.
Or you're like, oh.
No,
Yeah,
because
because you
I'm
can't.
paying $80 for
There's no room.
skewers and skewers of ribeye. That's what I'm doing. That's just me though. I love ribeye.
Ribeye is pretty good. It's
That's
pretty
just me
tasty.
personally because I like steaks with flavor. That's just me.
Those shots. Those
Yeah.
shots are good.
We won't stone them tonight. We'll stone them another day.
I'm from the west side. I ain't fancy. Give me that fatty, delicious goodness.
Remember, all it takes are personal.
But I will say this: ribeye is great, but there are different grades of meat coming from a meat person, and
Pulling rank.
Yeah,
and like I enjoy a good ribeye. I'm not knocking the ribeye. It's one of my go-tos.
What's a man that knows his meat?
Yes.
All right. Do we have anything else in the news? Or you just want to debate some more salsa?
Speaking of salsa, I got some content news for you. The Jackson Social is booming.
Booming?
It's a hotbed. Roaches mostly though.
Oh, ew, that doesn't sound good.
Not ideal.
Yeah, I heard something good about that.
Yeah, I heard they had bottomless mimosas before they shut down. Oh man.
Yeah.
And they actually covered up the sign from the state inspector's office.
Yeah, that one's a big no-no.
So were they like full on shut down? Like
Shut down.
Yeah, they shut down right now.
For 4 days so far.
that's a long time out.
And because I think they shut down. They've been shut down since the 18th of July, and we're on the 27th currently.
But then they put the sign over. Does that start their timeout over? That's how we do it with our kids.
Yeah, usually I would imagine they're probably getting a pretty hefty timeout.
When my kids fail their health inspection and try to cover it up, it just resets their timeout.
Yeah, you just put another timeout on them.
Oh man, it is a situation of epic proportions.
Yeah, inspectors found the restaurant closed on the 18th when they found 23 live roaches and 35 dead roaches in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, yo! In the kitchen! You cut your steak, you might have been cutting a roach
Well, I
egg.
mean, just because they're in the kitchen, you can't prove it was on the food.
They went back Wednesday and found still too many live roaches to open it back up.
On Wednesday, I would fire, number one, I would fire the cook. Number two, I would fire your express roach killer guy. Fire him.
Exterminator?
Yeah, exterminator.
Yeah.
Get rid of him.
Yeah, he's probably not doing a good job. I won't go off on a limb and say he's not doing a great job.
Just take one good steak and inject it with a bunch of roach poison. Throw it out in their favorite spot. They know the spot. The spot where they see them all the time.
Yeah, wherever they're cutting into and they're all falling out, just like take that steak and
Just
here you go,
throw it
guys. We love you so much.
And they work as a team effort, pull that steak across the floor.
I guess it goes beyond wretched kitchen problems.
Yeah, well, I mean, apparently one of the employees or former employees,
There's a little grave dancing going on.
yeah, is dancing on top and basically saying there's a lot of issues and basically eat up with the roaches. He's gone out to a couple of local stations saying some things, and the building's been inspected 7 times since it's closed.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
and the person who basically put him on blast has also called out the owner, saying he still is owed money.
a couple of different people. I don't know. I feel like they might be running out of cash or running short or something's up. So be on the lookout.
So that's a shame because I know it's a very popular hot spot in the beaches. And
I'm glad I never went, even though I wanted to.
yeah, we had a couple of night shows that were doing out there. You had a number of great events. It was a popular hot spot. It's just a shame to see something like that in the Jacksonville area.
God, I hope one of my teal deals isn't there.
It probably is.
It probably is, because they were a big sponsor for 1010.
Damn it. Under the wasted table deal. Every year, there's always that one.
There's always a lot, actually. I'm sorry, Marker 32. I know you're good. I just never make it out there. That's on me for living on the west side.
Yeah, West Side Life. Cheers.
Yeah. You hear those cans clinking?
Yeah.
We ain't fancy.
No. It's like can life around here.
What's up with that barbecue spot, that Hawaiian barbecue spot that's supposed to be coming to the Orange Park area?
I looked inside recently. We're getting a Hawaiian barbecue place inside of some lame strip mall. But it's exciting because you got something new and exciting in my area, which is not a lot of good options. And it looked like, before, it just looked like a big pile of trash inside.
Right.
And recently, it looked like they moved the pile of trash around some. So there's stuff happening inside.
So you're saying they may have painted.
This is like Jacksonville construction.
Yeah, or some raccoons broke in. I'm not sure. But stuff's happening, and that's exciting.
That's a positivity. Something's going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, that sounds good. All right, gentlemen, let's move this over to the news of the weird. Unfortunately, we do not have Robert Newdecker tonight. So.
Dang, I read this story a couple days ago. Blew my mind.
Yes, unfortunately, this is terrible. Very terrible. News of the weird tonight.
Dun 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 dun.
Report: naked Chicago man, and this is definitely not Duval because I just said Chicago. Thank God. Naked Chicago man, high on drugs, cut off his own penis. Gentlemen, before I continue, I don't think there is any amount of drugs, alcohol, anything that would make me do that.
What about money, though?
No.
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 There's not.
There's no.
I mean, if we were talking millions, I might be able to sacrifice.
Your dick?
Yeah.
Wow.
For never having to work again, I could do that.
Your dick?
Yeah.
All right. That's a bold move. That's a bold statement.
I mean, for never having to work.
This is the Boldcasters. We brand new bold statements.
For never having to work again, I mean, you don't even need it anymore either. You're
I
done.
do, but actually, I do.
I'm going to say he probably still wants his dick.
I actually do need it still.
For okay, a life of never having to work again, I could do it.
I'll struggle.
I could do it.
So you'll take a whack at it and
Hopefully I'm sedated. I don't want to do this in the nude in the front of like a mansion style home.
yeah, I mean, I guess they do it right there. They give you the mansion. There you go. Here's your mansion. Thanks for doing it.
No.
Good luck to you.
I don't want to be like Theon Greyjoy. There's a ripple effect after you lose your penis.
Oh yeah, there is. There's a ripple effect. Yeah.
Who?
All right. In the video posted by Daily Mail. In the video above, we'll post that on the website.
No one wants to see this.
A Chicago man who was allegedly high on drugs, bleeding heavily from his genital area. The accident happened Monday evening near the intersection of Grace and Drake Avenue.
Accident?
The incident.
Okay. I don't know. It sounds like they did it on purpose.
I'm incident. I want to say accident.
I want to say accident.
Yeah, I want to say accident too. The more and more I talk about it, the more and more it makes me go, well, maybe a
In
couple
the
$1 million is not
Irving
worth it.
Park neighborhood. The video shows the man shouting and swearing at area residents. Once police arrived on the scene, the video shows the man charging officers and they tase him. The person who shot the video can be heard saying, "Oh my God, bro, shoot his A. Shoot that mother. We'll let you judge for yourself."
I did not watch the video.
Bro, calm down. Calm down. The police are here, man. Calm down. Relax.
So there's a little clip from the video. He's obviously nude, walking around, running towards the cops. Obviously had already decapitated himself.
decapitated itself.
Decapitated it.
So, unfortunately, the man's condition is currently unknown, but a moment of silence for his penis.
We left more than a moment, but yes.
But still, I don't know what to leave you with that, but it's an unfortunate fact, and that's all I have to say is kids, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, because you could end up chopping off your own dick.
Yeah, somehow. I don't know how, but somehow. All right, folks, with that being said, be sure to check out our upcoming episode of Circle Up Proud, which is coming up shortly. Get into some little training camp action, and be sure to check out the Craft JAX edition of the Boldcasters. All right, we'll tune in next time. And thanks for listening to the Boldcasters. We'll be back soon. Only on Boldcastify.
If this is your first time listening, then thanks for stopping by. This has been a Boldcastify production and is produced just for the people of Duval and beyond. Also, show notes and upload dates are found at boldcastify.com. Come back often and feel free to add the podcast to your favorites on Spreaker, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, and Snapchat at Boldcastify. All links are on social media. Think bold. Speak bold. Live bold. Boldcastify.
I was going to let him start and then just chime in.
This is season 2, episode 13.
Not my favorite.
Now, see, I thought you said it was pretty good.
For me,
No, I didn't say that. You repeat it. I said it was a
Saturdays are for the bold.
And there you go, in 90s ring style. Michael Buffer is not even here. That was done by Justin himself.
If you could edit later, if you could put in some like 90s hype music.
Oh yeah, we can definitely.
Y'all ready for this? If you could put y'all ready for this behind it.
Oh.
That's exactly how that song goes.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Boldcasters, and this is episode 13. We're getting underway.
This has gone off the rails really quickly. Let's rewind this and let's start this thing over again.
Well, the whole thing is
Episode 12. Something like that, because that...
we're going to fix this in post. It's fine.
Shit. He's
Clay's going to edit this down to 15 minutes.
Moving on from there.